Hey guys, I've seen many YouTubers do this, and it's called story time. And seriously, they just tell a story on about you know, like something that happened or something awkward or something funny. And this is more of an awkward and funny story. So just sit back, relax, and let me tell you what happened. So this wasn't this year. This was last year in sixth grade. And there was this girl that I liked. Let's just cover up her name and not actually say it. So let's just say her name was Stephanie. So I liked the Stephanie girl, and I've had a crush on. I have a little crush on her to this date. But anyway, not talking about crushes. Oh, there goes. Anyway, we're not talking about crushes. Anyway, and we got on the bus ride, and I always like sit like the seat across from her, So I like her. I liked her. I mean, it's just a normal boy thing. Anyway, so we're sitting next to each other, and we're talking, we're laughing, normal stuff. And then I look down. My fly is wide open. My cow could be coming out of the barn any second. So like any normal boy would, he would zip up his pants just because he doesn't want people seeing that. And so I did try to zip up my pants. And then at that time when I'm zipping up my pants, she was trying to tell me something. And I don't even know what that thing was to this date. And she looked over and she was trying to talk to me. It it looked like I was touching my badang dang dong. And so my badang dang dong was looked like I was getting touched by me, and now she thought that I like to touch my badang dang dong in front of everybody, and that's totally not the case. I'm not that much of a creep. So I'm like, oh, it's not what you think. And then before I can even get that sentence out, she just doesn't look at me. Like, she thought I was weird and like to touch my badang dang dong in the middle of everybody. So that whole bus ride was awkward, and I was trying to talk to her, being like, hey, it wasn't like that. I was just zipping up my pants. Nope, she didn't care. She thought I liked touching my badang dang dong. So after I was freaking after school, well, and during school, our teacher made us stand up in front of the whole class and say who, because it was Valentine's Day, if I haven't mentioned that, say who we liked. And if we did, then we get a sucker for it. And I'm fat. I want a sucker. I have someone I like that's not in that class, so we just went together. So I stood up and said I liked this Stephanie girl, and everybody was like, ooh, and they were like, man, how can a fat kid like a skinny girl? That's not gonna work out. And I was like, hey, shut up. That's not nice. Anyway, and then so after school, my friend that always sit by him on the bus, we're like best friends. Let's just call him Rob. So me and Rob were sitting across from them. And Stephanie and her friend, let's just come up with a name for her, Jacqueline. So Stephanie and Jacqueline were sitting over there talking, while me and Rob were talking. And then we were talking about Valentine's Day, and then Rob decided to open his mouth, and I know Rob knows who he actually is. And Rob opened his mouth and said, guess who Braxton said he liked? And of course, she goes, who? Stephanie goes, who? He looks over at the quote-unquote Stephanie and says, you, and points to her. And then she looked over at me and goes, ew. And I remember every single detail to that day, and I seriously got home and started about to cry. I went in my room, I laid in my bed, I was depressed. And I was yelling at Rob, I'm like, you ruined it, and I was like, kind of over-exaggerating it. But it just got to me, if the girl I like says I'm, like, ugly by saying you, I mean, it broke my heart. It really did. And so I sat there and just started, like, I didn't mean mean to Rob, and, I just said you ruined it, and I was mad at him. But that's my story. So to all the friends out there, just if somebody tells you or somebody knows who you like, just don't go and tell the person. Really, it would just be so much better if he can go and tell her, because it would mean so much to her and maybe him as well, and it won't make him like happy. Just let you know, even though you might think that this might work out, it's not going to. So just don't spoil friends' plans or whatever, and just let them tell the person by themselves. I'm pretty sure they're mature enough to do that, and they'll just do it when the time is right. So yeah, that's my story. Leave a like if you want to see more stories or awkwardness or funny stories. Subscribe to become my best friend today, and see you guys later. Bye.